There's a photograph on my desk. A little boy, maybe 6 years old, covered in mud from head to toe, laughing so hard his whole body is shaking. He doesn't care that his clothes are ruined. Doesn't care what he looks like. Doesn't care if anyone's watching. He's just alive. That boy is me, and I don't recognize him anymore. Because somewhere between that photograph and today, something happened. I learned to worry about what people think. I learned that everything I do is being judged. I learned that life is serious business, and I better get it right. I stopped playing, started performing, stopped laughing freely, started managing my image. I traded aliveness for approval, joy for achievement, presence for productivity, and I called it growing up. But here's what nobody tells you about taking life too seriously. The more seriously you take yourself, the smaller your life becomes. Because you stop trying things you might fail at. You stop saying things that might sound stupid. You stop dancing because someone might be watching. You turn your entire existence into a performance you're terrified of screwing up. That little boy in the photograph, he failed at things every single day, said ridiculous things, danced like an idiot, and he was more alive in one afternoon than I've been in the last 10 years. So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked myself. What happened to you? When did you start taking yourself so seriously that you forgot how to play? When did you decide that being impressive was more important than being present? When did you trade the person you were for the person you think you're supposed to be? Because here's the truth. Life was never supposed to be this heavy. You weren't supposed to walk around feeling like everything you do is a test you might fail. You weren't supposed to monitor every word, every action, every expression. You weren't supposed to perform your life. You were supposed to live it. And the little kid you used to be, the one who laughed without permission and failed without shame, they're still in there, waiting for you to remember that it's not too late, that you're allowed to lighten up, that you can take your responsibilities seriously without taking yourself so seriously that you forget why you're alive in the first place. So here's your permission. Play, fail, laugh too loud, look ridiculous, stop performing. Not because you don't care, but because you finally remembered life isn't a job interview. It's one brief, unrepeatable chance to be fully, messily, joyfully human. Don't waste it trying to be impressive.